The prices in the Greater Toronto Area have come down about by $100,000 in December 2023 from the peak of May of 2023. In this video, we're going to break down the numbers in detail and understand what exactly is happening in Toronto's real estate market. But before we proceed, I just want to give you a quick reminder about the submission of declaration for the vacant home tax for the year of 2023. If you're someone who own a property in the city of Toronto, then you need to file a declaration no later than February 29th, 2024. Also, an important note, even if the property is occupied or it's rented out by someone, you still need to file that declaration, because if you don't, then the city is going to assume the property is vacant. So make sure you file that declaration by going onto the city's website, or I've also mentioned the link of the same in the description below. Now let's get back to the stats and understand what's exactly is happening in Toronto's real estate market. So here are the numbers for Greater Toronto Area of all property types for the whole year of 2023. So if you see in the month of May, this is where the prices peaked, and after that there were a couple of interest rate hikes by the Bank of Canada. That was in the month of June and July, and after that you can see in the on June onwards that we can see a downward pressure on the pricing, and same for the sales. The number of sales started decreasing from June onwards, and if you see the month of inventories, the month of inventory for the most part of 2023 have remained under 3 months, so which is basically is a seller's market. So if the month of inventory is between 1 to 3 months, we're in a seller's market. If the month of inventory is between 3 to 6 months, we're in a balanced market, and if the month of inventory is beyond 6 months, we are in a buyer's market. So the month of inventory, which is highlighted in the red, is the seller's market, and the one which are highlighted in yellow, which is in the month of January and December, it's more of a balanced market. Now let's understand what was happening year over year, and let's do a comparison what's happened month over month. So I'll quickly go on to this chart. So here's the trend line of average prices for Greater Toronto Area of all property types since September 2019 to December 2023. But right now I'm going to primarily focus on for the year 2023. So if we do a year-over-year comparison, so the prices have more or less remained flat. If you compare the prices between December 2022 to December 2023, the prices have slightly increased. It's not much of a difference. And if you do comparison from the peak of May of 2023 to December 2023, the prices have come down about by $100,000. And if you do a month-over-month comparison, that is between November and 2023 to December 23, the prices have remained more or less flat. So going forward, I think so for the month or so, or maybe until mid-February, the prices are going to hover around this price point. Beyond that, it'll be interesting to see how things pan out, because it really depends upon how Bank of Canada handles the rate of interest. So now let's proceed ahead and understand what's happening with different property types. So I'm going to start with condos in the CO1 area, which is basically core of downtown Toronto. So here are the stats for condos in downtown Toronto, and you can see the market more or less peaked in the month of June and July, and after that we can see the prices kind of dropped, and in the November we can see it is kind of the bottom. We are not too sure yet. We need a couple of more months data to confirm if November month was the bottom. After the month of November, we can see a slight upward pressure in the month of December, and if we do a year-over-year comparison from December 2022 to December 2023, there's a slight drop into the prices for condos in downtown Toronto. And if we do a comparison from the peak of June this year to December 2023, the prices have come down about by $67,000. And if we do a month-over-month comparison, that is from November 23 to December 2023, we can see a slight appreciation in the pricing. And one more interesting thing which I should highlight is in the month of September, October, and November and December, we have been in a buyer's market for condos in downtown Toronto. And the month of inventory peaked in the month of September, and it has come down to 5 months of inventory in the month of December. So this is something we need to keep a close eye on. So now let's head to the another property type, that is townhouses, and see what's exactly happening over there. So here are the stats for townhouses in 416 area, which is Toronto proper, for the year of 2023. And if you look at the prices, we started at 1.3 million in the month of January, and by the month of December we ended up at 1.4 million. And if we notice the number of sales have been remained pretty low, because there are not many townhouses in the city which are available for sale. And if you look at the month of inventory, for the most part of the 2023, we have remained in seller's market for townhouses, except for the month of October and November. And if we do a year-over-year comparison, the prices have gone up by about $300,000 from December 2022 to December 2023. And if we do comparison from May 23 to December 2023, the prices have gone up by about $96,000. And if we do a month-over-month comparison, the prices have gone up ridiculously high by about $300,000 again. I know this is a huge amount of difference, but chances are very high there were a couple of outliers which have made the number go up. And also in the month of November and December, there were very low number of sales, that is 47 and 40 respectively. So chances are very high there were a few outliers which has made the number go up to 1.4 million. Now let's go ahead and check out what's happening in the semi-detached asset class. So here are the stats for semi-detached properties in 416 area, which is Toronto proper. There are not many sales for semi-detached which happen in the core of the city. So that's why I've taken stats of whole of Toronto. And if you see the market for the semi-detached peaked in the month of May and June of 2023. And after that, we can see a downward pressure onto the pricing. And also if you can notice the number of sales reduced after the month of June of 2023. And if you look at the month of inventories, for the most part of 2023, we have remained in a seller's market. And if you do a quick analysis and understand what's happened year over year. So from the month of December 2022 to December 2023, the prices have slightly increased by $40,000. And if we do a comparison from the peak of May 2023 to December 2023, the prices have come down about by 225,000, which is pretty significant. And if we do a comparison month over month, which is November 23 to December 2023, the prices have reduced slightly. And now here are the numbers for detached properties in Toronto proper area. And again, we can see the market peaked in the month of May of 2023, and after that we can see a downward pressure just like the other property types. And if we see the month of inventory, for the most part for detached properties, we have remained in a seller's market. And if we do a quick analysis, which is year over year analysis, so the prices has remained more or less flat from December 2022 to December 2023. And if we see if we do a comparison from the peak of May 2023 to December 2023, there's a significant difference. That is the amount of difference we're looking at is about $280,000. I know this is a huge difference, but in freehold properties, especially detached properties, there are so many outliers. So it depends from what type of freehold property is, what's the size of that property, is it renovated or no. So there are so many factors and variables which come into play, so we have to consider those. So that's why there's so much of discrepancy as well when it comes to this number. And if we do a month over month comparison from November 23 to December 2023, the prices have remained more or less flat. So yeah, that's pretty much for today, and I hope I was able to give you some value. And if you have any questions, please feel free to book a call with me by clicking on the Calendly link mentioned in the description below. And please like, share and subscribe. That really helps the channel. And see you in the next video. Thank you.